Hey, I'm reading right now. I'm going to read to you. Um, I figured I'd put this out because I said this before that your videos when you first start on YouTube don't really matter because no one's gonna watch them. I don't think anyone's gonna watch this. I don't think anyone's gonna get past the first 30 seconds of this video. But anyways, well, I'm gonna be reading some poetry, and the title says old poems, but I'm gonna start with a few newer ones so it feels fresh and sounds better, right? I don't even know what I'm gonna read. I just have everything here, and I'll just read. Okay. I'm still alive out there, or not. I'm so happy I could die. I could pop like a giant hot air balloon, rising and rising until the great blue pinches me. The words twist themselves, squeezed from stolen diary pages and letters and pendants and bracelets. There's no time for goodbyes, nor more manipulating the narrative. Birthdays are meaningless, dreams are meaningless. My feelingless heart in a cage, restrained in rusted chain, a chokehold. I could give you pieces of me. Here's one, and another, and another. If I could stop breathing, I would quit forever because the same air that continues life is murder, is death, is terror. You do not see it, and neither do I. Universal stomach ache. I place myself in the throat of the world, thinking that if I stood there long enough, everything would choke and turn blue, and it would all be better. I might have been swallowed long before I could curse at the things that cannot talk back. The world stomachs me and you, no matter how unbearable or acidic we think we are. We share this gut, only to dissolve. Sunburnt. The dried tears of the morning have evaporated into the fog. The sun peeling his tangerine skin and skin on skin as the warmth caresses me, fingers enfolding my heavy eyelids, stroking my dampened hair. I've misplaced my calendar and forgotten the rhythm of the seasons. No snow, no leaves, nothing written in the sky to tell me where I was. But as I stepped forward into the heat waves, I felt his hands wrap round my body as if he loved me. But I couldn't look back at his face. Let's go to an earlier one. This was one from April 2024. These are the older ones now. Tomorrow. Tomorrow lies distant on a plain beyond the raveling strands of fate, and time binds like string onto string, completing the permanent loom of being. My eyes have seen the light of 1,000 stars weaken themselves into dawn, have seen waves crash and crawl upon the beach, losing their shimmer after every approach to the shore, have seen the hands of the clock tick and tick, and every agonizing tick remind me of tomorrow. Tomorrow holds the truths that today will never know, all the sentiments and promises and little words that will spur the changes to shatter every illusion that the past has built. Tomorrow will bring the balance that will hold us together, but only at the cost of agitating every fiber of our universe, forming the current reality of whatever it is that keeps peace. Tomorrow will rise with the sun and paint the land with its dizzying rays of orange, finding its thread back home, and shifting the course of our lives with little change. June 2024. I don't know what to read. Yeah, sorry I'm just looking down all the time. At this point, I don't even know why you're watching this video. I mean, I'm grateful you're watching this video, but I'm assuming you're just here to listen. And I'm sorry I'm too lazy to put the words on screen. You're here and you're listening. That's nice. I'm very grateful. Crystal eyes. There are boundless seas refracted through your eyes. They shine like jewels reflecting from every corner of limitless hemispheres and starlit skies, orbiting round our world in dizzying wonder. At just a glance, I am lost for all eternity. entranced in the vivid vacancy spanning vast oceans and soaring valleys, eternally expanding and so vehemently mesmerizing, no matter what words I or the world may find, none can bear meaning to coin or claim what stellar force suspends itself through the confines of my guarded heart, burning in sapphire flames. And you, bewitched in blue, that blissful blue blinking in azure hues, shine and shine sincerely before impermanence finds you. Wow. You look back at the things that you write and you either think, how did I write that? Or, this is really bad. I'm pretty selective right now with what I read. Yesterday, choking. Tomorrow morning, when I rise to the screeching alarms of white windows, my newborn eyes wince at the slightest blush of dawn. Picture this, a life drowned in that hypersensational spur of emotions too heavy to name, swallowed in the saturated sirens echoed by gurgling mouths. I have been spit out as that pearly white spot, lost in those pearly white bubbles, popping like hell. Do not tell a soul, but I have not grown to fear that insidious image of smiles and hands reaching into picture frames. Because I, with eyes knife-plunged, dizzied by that recurring blur of past visions, respire, breathing in that sultry breeze, gas chamber, blinking at the truest breath of air. I have slept through hollow nights of oxygen-stripped chemicals in barbed wire-trapped lungs, only one convulsion away from that declining distance between now and then, senseless heaven. Somewhere in that distance, I've lost my tongue. I don't think I want to read the really, the crazy ones, because this is the first video where I'm actually reading my stuff, and I have like less than 10 videos on my YouTube channel. Practically no one's really watching yet. But on the contrary, now would be a great time to read those because no one's watching. But I don't know. You also realize how when you write so much, like there are always common themes in what you write, and sometimes it feels like everything you write feels the same. And now I'm realizing that, like, even just having the same word across different poems just feels repetitive. So you have to like watch out for those kinds of things. This is from October. We cling to time's dying light like flies. When the year's jaws clasp shut and my head peeks out of those ivory teeth, just how would I face those epochs clawing its decaying halcyons into my aching memory, as this fabricated world folds into forgotten faces smiling at me from that airplane window? How can I put these two hands together and say that I've held these moments close enough to the edge of tears? How could I have brought these non-endearing exchanges of words to each elusive catharsis? You will not see me when I free myself from that glass cage, running your fingers through those rotten daffodils and forget-me-nots, tracing that lingering scent I have left. Those years cave into my soul like hooks that pull me into yesterday, knives that cut from my skin and through that thin barrier keeping me from eternity. So when you do find me, there will be no more flowers, no more bloodstains or plucked feathers, no shattered glass or poorly penned letters, only the hollow cage I nor anyone could have filled. That flawless opening I have slipped out of, the throbbing heart, and that insipid breathing corpse I've killed. What even? I don't even know how long I'm gonna make this, because I think I'll just read until I feel satisfied, because this whole YouTube channel is also for me, because It's nice to be able to talk to something when you can't talk to anyone. Talking to a camera or to a microphone. And some of these poems have never been read out like what I am. These are the first time. This is the first time these poems have been read out and captured. So it's a way to give these poems a new life, because poems are meant to be read aloud, you know. And it's sad that I never get to read them aloud, but now I am. So. What do I even read? I don't even like the ones here, actually. It's not this one. I've written so much, but I don't even want to show. I don't even want to read those. Sorry, there's a lot of time between. I didn't plan out what I was gonna read, so reading. Heart surgery confession. There was love in that surgery room. Your bare hands separating me in half. My chest, your visceral human ravine, through blood rivers and organs that only take the space that my empty heart couldn't make. Organs that fill the sacred vacant place I could have left for a soul. You poke at my lungs, inflating, growing and shrinking like scarlet balloons, arteries like strings, that thick aortic rope among the thin red threads that puppet every feeble thump, powerless convulsion. Forget oxygen, forget blood, forget death. Pull that heart from my clinging veins, hold it against the light and watch the entire room burn red. Clench it next to yours and feel it struggle to match the only source of life it hears. Cut before it used the piece of me that's skin and bone concealed from you. It may be too late to say that I love you, but love, can't you see how much longer my heart can grapple with life when its deathly moments are spent in the warmth of your quivering hands? Yet it is too far late to think that you loved me, too late to declare that you never dared to. But if love creates the void no greater love can fill, if love were just some numb sensation, and if this inconsolable love has birthed the desire to rip this heart apart just to see how swollen it can become, then, my dear, I think it is easy enough to say that only the truest, most insufferable love could have put mine in your hands, my life for yours, my blood the wine of my grave sins, my dead breath, the kiss that my stained red lips could never give you. Wow. This is this is a long video, actually. It's a brave thing to be alive. It's a brave thing, opening your eyes before the sun, fighting tears against the ones that have hurt you. It's a brave thing to let yourself hurt. Brave to be the first to say that scar tissue doesn't look good in those clothes. Brave to say that agony cannot breathe behind those perfect teeth and false smiles. It was always a brave thing to hold out your hand to the universe, open-palmed, cold and bare, asking for an answer that no heaven can promise. It's a brave thing, thriving in silent passions that dream to be screamed louder than the deaf quiet of a head-turned crowd. We are brave enough to love in a world where love is an awe-striking, marvelous, hideous act whose worth is measured by the pain of one, the glory of another. We are brave to fight the fear of connection, brave enough to stay together. Still, we are brave enough to still be here because it is a brave thing to be alive. I don't write a lot of poems that are positive like that. It's kind of interesting. Presence. I don't want to be here. I don't just want to be here. I want to be shredded into pieces in the blender of spinning days. I want these wallowing days to swallow me whole, throw me into time's stomach, pit and spit me back out into January. I want to lose my hands in the search for space. I want to lose my place, trying to fit myself in the center of that tornado of years that claw into my skin, hooks, sharp hooks. I want to lose my face, trying to find my reflection among those that surround me, laugh at me, kill me, kill me. I want to disappear and reappear into every vanishing moment that dies when it realizes that there is no such thing as permanence. I don't want this video to be too long. Let's read like few more recent ones, and then we're done. Um, these ones are gonna be short. When the light dims, it reveals. I feel the weight of everything on my chest at night, when everything I want becomes everything I cannot have. When I close my eyes, I pretend that the world spins for me and me alone. Heavenless stares from strangers do not bother me. When I am transfixed, staring at the sun, in my mind I have eaten it. I bathe in the heat wave, exposed enough to bear truths when the world tightens its grip on my arms and holds my palms up to the crooked face of God. That's a recent one. I don't even like that one. Which of these am I going to read to you? Sweet, sweet night. Swallow the darkness. Bite until the pale moon crumbles under your teeth, until the sharp stars scar your cheeks, the ash, the smoke dances from your tongue. Can you taste the midwinter salt tinge of passion? The prayers that dissolve into the palatable pixie-dusted air. Honey, they all kill themselves for you. The night sky and I on a platter. Yours. I think this is going to be the last one. Wait, no, I want to pick a good last one. Oh. Okay. Oh, well, it doesn't matter, I guess. I'll just end with this one. This video is really long. Sorry about that. A lot of time was spent me looking for things to read. But this is the last one. Always there is light. Always the city lights, neon, rushing into view from the balcony. You, blinded, doused in shining particles, confused. Something changes. You cannot see the shifts in wind, dying in the mirror, dying in the light. Someone speaks. You cannot hear the words. You do not need saving. Always the dawn of waking days, unfolding, raveling from concrete walls, skinned trees, unlit streets. All glows for you, crying somewhere, crying loud, glorious. Between the white and black, our world has a fear of the dark. Always you are here, flickering. The lanterns will share your final sight. And I'll be sure to make more of these because I still have a lot. And I'll probably select them so that I don't spend time choosing them. Anyways, if you made it this far, that's kind of crazy. But thanks for watching, I guess. Thanks for listening. Well, till the next one then. See you.